Hello, I am not turning on my light because Jesus Christ, it's like 35 degrees every day this week, so I'm gonna pass on that. But today we got a lot of news. Bouchard straight up just woke up today and they were like, today will be yet another big news day, arguably maybe even bigger than Tuesday was, because they announced a lot of stuff. So, of course, don't forget, August 1st, literally tomorrow, is going to be the big update on JP with Break Rides. We're going to be streaming on 8:30 a.m. CEST, which is 11:30 p.m. PST, on my Twitch channel, so make sure you go follow that to stay notified. But today, let's take a look at all the stuff that's going to be coming tomorrow. So, first things first, on Sunday, there will be the first qualifier for the Vanguard Zero Championship 2020 Summer, and when you, like, we have two qualifiers now, one this week, one next week. And then towards the end of August is the finals, and basically the finals will have every person that enters the finals will receive a special promo Glory Maelstrom. So this is Glory Maelstrom with no skill, but it's a draw trigger, and this can be played in the TCG in the Japanese format. So it can only be played in premium, so not in standard, but that's still very, very cool. And so this is an exclusive Glory Maelstrom, never before seen art, so that is also very, very cool. So that's that. And then the top 3 of the Zero Championship Finals Summer will receive this exclusive playmat. Only 3 of them will exist in the world. They really emphasize that there's literally only 3 in the world, so that's something to keep in mind as well. God, for a second I thought I was not recording my audio. Thank God I was. Anyway, continuing on, of course, they also said that the new story will be added as of tomorrow's update, and by clearing the story, we will receive home skins. So the home screen skins of Naoki and Korin. So for those of you that wanted to put Korin in her high school uniform on your home screen, you can do that now. So that's a great feeling. Then, of course, they also said we're getting the new set coming up right now, and so the new set, of course, will contain the Break Ride stuff, but on top of that, as we said before, the first 2 weeks will include Glory Maelstrom, that like Zero Championship 2020 Summer Glory Maelstrom in the first 2 weeks that you can pull, and this art of Glory Maelstrom cannot be crafted, so it is exclusively only in the first 2 weeks of the gacha. After that, it's gone for good. So that's a pretty interesting system, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why they're doing that, but I guess it's interesting for the collectors. Then, this is the really big new thing that we haven't heard of yet, which is the special Friend Fight Week. So, they're going to be doing a thing where you basically get from the 3rd of August to the 7th of August, which I believe are actually work days. So, that basically is 3rd is a Monday, the 7th is a Friday. So it's Monday to Friday, and then 11th to 14th, so that's Tuesday to Friday. We're going to basically have daily missions coming up, which will reward friend badges. So all you gotta do is, wow, my voice cracked. All you gotta do is play 1 friend fight per day to get yourself a friend badge that you see over here. And then that's the only daily mission. Just gotta play 1 friend fight per day, and that's it. And then you can exchange these friend badges. So we have a total of how many days of this? We have, looking at August, so 3rd, 4th, 5th, so that's 5 days, plus another 4 days. So we basically get 9 of these. So what you can do is, for 6 of these friend badges, you can exchange them for a triple rare guaranteed gacha ticket. So that is, a single pack that gives you the guaranteed triple rare. So that's very, very nice. So you can basically, just by doing this for 6 days, you can get yourself a triple rare guaranteed gacha ticket. Then you can exchange 3 of them for 2 normal gacha tickets, so 2 packs. And then you can exchange 1 friend badge for 5 gacha ticket coupons. So basically, or vouchers, whatever they're called, like the things that convert into packs, like 10 of them converted to 1 pack. So you basically get half a pack for 1, or you get 2 packs for 3. So of course it's more worth to say for 3. I don't know if these will be if they will expire after this period. Maybe they will stay and they'll bring this back. They said the reason why they actually introduced this special Friend Fight Week thing is primarily because they saw that a lot of people really enjoyed playing during the half anniversary when they did the Friend Fight mission. So for that reason, primarily, they're bringing this back. Then, of course, the season rewards. So the main season reward will be Blaster Blade Liberator. So this is a triple rare, and this is an alternate art that you get from Legend 10 onwards. So, you know, you want to try hard maybe if you want to build Liberators, because this will be a, of course, staple of the clan. So that's going to be pretty hype. The art is super clean, and I'm assuming that if this is a rank reward, then probably in like 2 or 3 months when Revengers come out, which is what I'm expecting Revengers to come out at, they will probably also do like a Blaster Dark Revenger ranked reward too. I'm actually surprised they didn't do a Blaster Dark reward until now. Then they revealed this season's seasonal event. So this month's seasonal event is gonna be a holiday themed one, and you get basically Bikini Misaki with short hair, as well as Swimsuit Aichi as skins. So in-game on JP there's already details on this, but basically you can get sleeves as usual and fight skins and home skins of you know, Aichi and Misaki on the beach. So that's going to be very, very nice. I think a lot of people are waiting for this. This will start on August 5th, running until August 15th. So it's going to be very, very hype as well. And they also said that the story of this event will be about them dragging Korin to the beach. So that's also pretty nice. So I think that more or less wraps it up. Oh no, now we have to look at the cards. So this was the event and like data information. Now we gotta look at the cards. And then after that, we're gonna look at the calendar. Let me just check if I didn't miss anything, because I was tweeting everything that they revealed. So, okay, cards. First things first, we got the new Eradicator starter, which is Linchu. So he got a buff. He says, Rearguard Circle, when this unit boosted an Eradicator and the attack hit a Vanguard, you may count +1 and put him into your soul and choose one of your opponent's rearguards and retire it. So this is basically Saishin buffed. So can only work with Eradicators, but it is Saishin but buffed. Retires anything instead of grade 1 or less, so therefore it's very good. It's good for retiring starters, it's good for taking out annoying grade 1s, and if they're trying to be fancy and put their grade 2s to the back, you know, and kind of promote them later in the turn, you just pop them off anyway. So very nice starter, honestly, big buff, definitely appreciate it. Then we got Eradicator Shiki. He says, Rearguard Circle, when your opponent's rearguard is retired by your card's abilities, for that turn, this unit gains +3k. So kind of like Stormy. Basically, this is actually Stormy's effect, but this has Eradicator in its name. So you'll notice a lot of these cards are like basically older cards, but coming back. Then we see Rochishin. So he says, Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle, keep in mind it's 8k power grade 2. When your opponent's rearguard is retired by your card effect, he gains +5k for that turn. So this is actually pretty cool. So right now, there's like a little bit of retire here and there. Like Gauntlet Buster has to do counterblast 2 to retire, and you know, the kind of like Death Scythe for Eradicators also needs to counterblast 2, but there is a counter charge. But this card, like, it did actually get played in TCG, I think during Vowing Saber Reverse. I think that was the time when this card was played, because you basically like lock your back row so that this guy can get powered up every time you retire something, so you would still be strong even without boost. So this card maybe will get played now, but I think the space is too tight already, because you have to play the counter charge, you have to play the 12k attacker at some counts, and you got to play like the Death Scythe clone as well, so it's gonna get pretty cramped. So maybe this guy can be teched, but at not too many copies. But in terms of power, that's always good for Vanguard 0, you know, to get over your opponent's defensive powers, but we'll see how useful he really is. Then we also got Spark Rain Dragon. So this is the 12k attacker for Eradicators. So literally just says, during your turn, if your Vanguard is an Eradicator, he gets +3k power. So this is the 12k attacker, and we should be getting the grade 1 10k attacker as well for Eradicators. I forgot his name, but I'm sure a lot of you guys know what it is. And then they finally revealed the break ride for Narukami, which is Vowing Sword Dragon. And he's triple rare. A lot of us expected him to be double rare, and so now I like, let me go over the effect first. Limb Break 4, when you ride on top of him, for that turn the Vanguard gets +10k power, and you may choose one of your opponent's front row rearguards and retire it. So it's free. I think it was free back then too. But I mean, that is a pretty nice effect, because you basically get to pop something in the front row by break riding, and then you use like Gauntlet Buster skills or something to like retire the back row. You use the Death Scythe clone to like retire another front row, and then you can just go into the face. So it's a good effect. But I mean, you are sitting on this. Basically, his other skill is when he attacks the Vanguard, for that battle gains +3k. So 14k attacker is what you're sitting on until you reach Limit Break, until your opponent hits you into 4 or 5 damage, and then you gotta make a comeback. So it's gonna be interesting, but it is a triple rare. It's also getting a cross ride in the future. I think the break rides that get cross rides, they are giving the triple rare treatment. That's what it feels like, because Gansalot also gets a cross ride, but Himiko does not. So that's kind of interesting that they're doing it that way. And Ethics Buster as well is a triple rare, and he's getting 2 cross rides. So that's also like another reason why I'm like, okay, that's pretty interesting. Looks like they're giving the cross ride break rides a triple rare treatment. So, but that does mean there's 3 different triple rare grade 3s for Eradicators, so that's 12 whole triple rares you need to worry about. And I mean, that's just, I like, you know, let me just summarize my emotions right here, right now. So I have already put in the 20k yen for this. I'm ready. But doesn't end there, because we also got the calendars for both servers, and so we have now the calendar for global. So this isn't just JP news, this is global news too. So global, we can see that they're getting on the 1st of August Hot Spring Training Camp. So this is the Hot Springs event. I did a video on this that you can check out. I'll put a link in the description. If I forget to, please remind me in the comments. But so that will last from the 1st to the 13th, or to the 10th rather, and then the exchanges until the 13th. And then they will have the Meist Trio and the Flower Stickers event, which is basically Neo Nectar Part 2. So then you can have a chance to get your Cecilias as well as your Arboros. So that's going to be pretty nice, because Cecilia is actually a pretty strong deck. It got kind of like crapped out by the Ultimate Break set, so by set 8, but until then it's very, very good. And considering that this comes out during set 6 for global, it will have both set 6 and 7 to stay good. We got this in set 7 in the JP server, so that will be a good time for you guys to test around. I'm assuming that maybe with this being earlier as well, that they will probably release Mega Colony and Tachikaze a bit earlier into global as well, which will be pretty nice, because then you have, like, you know, you basically release Mega Colony when Aquaforce doesn't even have Glory yet, so that's going to be definitely a pretty pesky matchup for them. Like, Mega Colony is actually pretty decent. We've been playing it on stream lately, and it's actually been doing some good work. So yeah, that's the global schedule, and then they also tweeted the JP schedule here, which doesn't contain too much information, but basically they just say, okay, 1st of August we get the Link Joker season come out, as well as, you know, the first set of the Link Joker season, as well as Genesis being introduced, and then they have the dates for the like fighters tournaments, champion tournaments. Then here the Vanguard Zero Championship qualifiers on the 2nd and 9th of August, and then the Vanguard Zero finals day 1 is going to be on the 23rd, and day 2 will be on the 30th. So that's going to be both on Sundays. And then here you can see that we have the summer event starting on the 5th, and then from the 19th we'll have a new clan event. But in JP they never tell us ahead of time what the clan event is. I think if I have to guess, I would say it's either going to be Murakumo being introduced, or it's going to be, I would say, Spike Brothers with Badendragger, or it's going to be maybe Grand Blue earlier already with like Night Mist, the Night Mist break ride. That could also happen earlier. But then I feel like maybe they'll hold off on doing the Grand Blue stuff before they probably want to release the Night Mist break ride together with Kokuta's Reverse. So I think they're probably going to wait for that. So I'm assuming this will either be either Murakumo or the release of the Spike Brothers, like part 3. But I think Murakumo, honestly. I would assume it would be Murakumo. So yeah, and aside from that, the rank reward, of course, is Blaster Blade Liberator. I'm assuming the second half will be the Artemis. If you watch the my summary from like the last stream where they showed, or like last week's stream where they showed the selective soul blasting, they showed like a different Artemis, so I'm assuming that Artemis will be the second half of August reward. I think that makes most sense, because Artemis is like one of the key cards for Genesis in this set. So those are just my thoughts and quick summary on everything. I hope you guys are having fun with the VBT09 release if you live in you know, the countries where Japanese Vanguard is played. There's a lot of good memes as well, you know, going around for you to enjoy. You know, everyone's sharing triggers and, you know, bonding over triggers, but draw triggers are left alone if you've been keeping up with the reveals lately. But yeah, so I think that's mostly it in terms of the update. Just a quick rundown, you know, of everything that is kind of happening here on Zero. So again, stay tuned, because very soon, August 1st, we're going to have the big Break Ride release on JP, as well as Set 6 release on Global. That's going to be very hype, and I think also just overall good time. So I think that's going to be pretty fun, and then there's going to be a bunch of content coming, you know, on all these new decks we got to feature, as well as, you know, take a look at the Vanguard Zero Championship. There's going to be a lot of results, you know, it's going to be hype. We're planning to stream it again, so it's going to be definitely very fun. Also, I'm going to be playing in the qualifiers myself as well, so waking up at 5 a.m. again for those, and it's going to be fun because, I mean, if I do well, I'll participate. If I don't, then, you know, I can always talk about it, and we can break down the tournaments, you know, on stream, look at the winning deck list and all that stuff. It's going to be some... I'm really hyped that the Japanese event season for Zero is back again. It's been ever since April that we haven't had any big qualifiers, so it's just been these like grassroots tournaments on the JP side. So I'm glad that the big ones are back. It's definitely going to be very hyped to finally play again. So yeah, that's going to be basically it for me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.